Good morning, friends, and welcome to my bathroom. So I thought today I would do a little get ready with me and maybe talk about whatever that comes up. I don't know. I'm sorry it's not a makeup and mythology, but it for sure as hell is a makeup. All right, so hair up, looking nice and homely. I've never had a beautiful, bright bathroom like this to film makeup tutorials in. Aside from the time that I was staying at my aunt's house for that summer and it was really nice like this. I don't know why that spot is just so randomly bright, it's driving me crazy. I'm like the darkest thing in this whole entire bathroom. Why is my place so fucking white? Oh my god. Okay, so to be honest, I don't always do this, but we're gonna start off with a little bit of gua sha because I'm filming a video today. That's the occasion. What I like to do, you're supposed to use a slip agent or like some kind of toner or serum or like ampoule or whatever. You're supposed to use a slip agent. Basically something that you can put on your skin that makes it really slippery so that when you actually do gua sha, you're not supposed to pull on your skin and cause more wrinkles, which is the opposite of what we want when we're putting in so much effort into beauty routines. So now I'm slathered in lotion. The only thing on my skin right now is lotion, and I'm using Aveeno, nothing crazy, but a tried and true, a staple. Okay, and I have my gua sha here. I recommend using a stainless steel one, just because it's non-porous and it's easier to keep clean. I'm just gonna start by massaging this area here with my hands. There's some tightness. I am working upper body today, so it might be good if these muscles, these pec muscles are nice and loose. Okay, I'm gonna massage the clavicle as well. This is all for the purpose of lymphatic drainage, which I find very cool, because all these excess fluids in your body make you all swollen and puffy and it doesn't look good. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my gua sha. First thing I like to do is I just run it down my neck like this. You don't have to go like super hard. You're just gonna start to feel like you're actually moving stuff under your skin. I like to massage the sternocleidomastoid as well, which is this here. You're just pushing all those fluids that accumulated overnight downwards. Next thing to do, start from here. Pull up, wiggle a little bit. Wiggle a little bit. I feel a lot of knots like in this area because I clench my jaw a lot, and I used to chew gum a lot more, but I realized that it was making my jaw bigger. I mean, come on, I don't need a fucking bigger jaw. Like, the hell? That's a square. Just a couple times, nice little wiggle. Lots of knots here, lots of knots. Okay, on the other side, just 2 to 3 times, whatever feels good. You might be watching this and you might be like, oh my god, this is so extra. Why would anybody take the time to do this? Well, it's self-care, it feels good, and you look better after. So why not? Why not do the self-care stuff? Plus, 2024 is about being in your feminine energy. For women, at least. And being in your feminine energy means taking care of yourself. I take this long part here and I just run it through the middle of my face, so right between the jawbone and under the cheekbone. There are definitely some like gua sha experts on the internet right now watching this that are like, she's doing this so fucking wrong, but that's what feels good to me. See, there's a big dollop of lotion there. Because of the thick layer of lotion that I've applied on my face, my skin is not catching onto this as I run it, so no wrinkles. Okay, another side. The idea of gua sha is to get all these like stagnant fluids away from the center of your face, away and down, so that it continues to flow. Long side down, short side up, cheekbones. This is my favorite part, actually. Feels good. Okay, under eyes. I don't go crazy in this area, just keep it nice and gentle. Skin is really, really delicate under your eyes. Hold it like this. And then there's like a lot of tension in my temple area sometimes. It feels good, it feels like a head massage. I feel like every time I do that, my eyes just go like this. Whoosh. Snatched. And then just a little bit over the forehead. And also don't forget the nose too. Take this little part and then just up and down. Cool. Face is all gua sha'd. After moisturizer, what's next? Pop quiz. If you said sunscreen, you are correct. Let me put you guys on Asian sunscreen, okay? If you are still using an American sunscreen that is thick and gloopy and it just is white all over your face, no, 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 no. Let me put you on something that is more sustainable for the daily. So Asian sunscreens tend to be a lot more like water and gel based. And it's much easier to put on, and actually it's kind of fun to put on. As opposed to if this were an American brand, it would be impossible to want to put it on every single day on your face. Sunscreen is for every day, all right? Protect your skin. So I kind of have to be really careful with the way that I apply this sunscreen over my lotion because it tends to not mix that well together. Actually, that totally contradicts what I said earlier about like having something easy to put on every day that's sustainable. It's so funny, but I honestly don't really mind. Because with the thicker sunscreens, I'm gonna be like, sunscreen is on now. Next up, don't forget to SPF your lips. This is SPF lip balm. Now it's time for makeup. I'm using this Kill Brow pencil from Clio. Okay, and then what I do is I start by filling out the middle to the end, because if I start up here, it's gonna be too strong and I'm gonna lose control and then it's gonna be over. I used to do my brows like really, 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 really thick. I think everybody in 2016 to like 2017 to like 2018 did that. Bad idea, unflattering. For me, at least for my face shape. Everybody has a different brow shape requirement. And you just gotta find what brow shape looks best on you. Oftentimes, it's what your natural brow looks like, just enhanced. So that's what I've decided to do. So once the middle to end is filled out, I like start inching forward a little bit, but just with the lightest strokes. So now brows look like this. Obviously, they need to be blended. Spoolie brush. There was a point in time where it was just popular. It was just a popular thing when I was in high school to just do your brows and nothing else. And at that age, none of us really knew how to do makeup. So myself and all these girls would just walk around with these really like enhanced dark eyebrows and like nothing else. Oh God. You know what? It was a rite of passage. I like to focus on blending out the front of it, and you notice how it's like nice and feathered. I barely touch the end because the end is very, very already precisely done, so I don't want to mess it up. I just like clean it up a little tiny bit if it looks messy. And now they look good. I feel like I feel like if I told people these are my natural eyebrows, like some people would believe me. Okay, so next up, we're gonna do a concealer. This is actually, I'm not sure, this is a perfecting complexion stick. So it's a foundation slash concealer slash complexion stick from Merit. I did a collaboration with them a really long time ago, but I just really liked this product, so this video is not sponsored, but I just like it. And it's just a concealer like that. I don't really put it anywhere else. I just put it there. So little tiny eyeshadow brush like this. Just blend it. So this product is a little bit sheer, but I prefer that because I don't like it when concealer is too heavy or like foundation is too heavy. And it feels like there's something on my face. But you see how it just like got rid of my dark circles and it still looks like I'm not really wearing any face makeup. Fenty contour stick. So I discovered cool tones look much better on me. Every time I get my makeup done, the makeup artist fucking uses orange. Stop using orange on my face. Orange doesn't look good on yellow skin girls. Okay, pulling myself together. I definitely had an orange eyeshadow phase because that was like the biggest thing. Everybody was using orange eyeshadow. White girls, black girls, Latina girls, all using orange eyeshadow. And it looked really good on them. But orange eyeshadow just, in my opinion, does not look good on me. As an Asian girl, I'm sure there's another Asian girl with a slightly different skin tone than me that can pull off orange eyeshadow. I cannot pull off orange eyeshadow. I hate it so much. So anyway, this contour stick, all to say, this contour stick is cool tone brown, and that changed my life because it actually looks like a real shadow on my face rather than a fucking orange streak that came out of nowhere. Okay, so I like to place the contour right there. So that's not necessarily the hollow of my cheekbone as we were taught to put contour in. It's honestly more like where one would place blush. And then watch what I do with it. I blend it up. So by no means do you blend contour down. I find that this just works best with my face shape, because if I put contour too low, then it just looks like there's like a patch of weird brown, especially when I turn to the side, and it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look natural. But if I do it this way, it's like, ooh, she's sun-kissed, you know? She's sun-kissed like in a sexy way, not like in a wrinkly skin cancer kind of way. So I just kind of like don't really use blush anymore. I just kind of use the cool brown, and it's kind of a perfect blush contour moment. Okay, and then this kind of just ties the whole makeup look together. Nose contour. I don't do anything crazy, but I just, you know, draw little shadows. And then this thing is new, the little circle at the nose tip. It just makes it look a little more like boop. And if I'm not wearing eyeshadow, I'll just go like this. I swear, this stick is multifunctional. I just put a generous amount on my eyelids, and I like to wing it out like this because it just gives your face, my face, that much more. Okay, and then blend it out. It doesn't really matter. I'm a lawless fucking heathen. Like, I don't use eye brushes for eyes. I just use whatever. This is why I don't do makeup tutorials anymore. I just do whatever I want. But I mean, who said that you have to do makeup in a certain way? Just do it as you see fit. That's what makeup is all about, isn't it? Just expression. Expression and doing whatever you want. As long as you like it at the end of the day, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how you put it on. Okay, now for the coolest trick of the day. Highlight. So Merit has this really cool highlight stick where it's not like sparkly, it's just sheer, and it looks like you're sweating. I mean, I like that because my skin looks dry. My skin is dry. So I like it when there's like a little bit of a, you know, sheen. It's giving dewy. It's giving nice, plump, voluptuous skin. And when it catches in the light, I think it's quite pretty. All right, so eyeliner next. I'm using the, I forgot what this is called, but it's okay because it's not a sponsored video. I'm using it from Velour. It is their eyeliner slash eye glue formula. So it's like glue and eyeliner. And the reason I like this is because regular eyeliner smears because of my eye shape. Like every time I put on wing liner, it just like fucking ends up all over the bottom of my eye for some reason. So this is pretty much the only one that doesn't like smear and smudge. It like stays there because it's like glue, you know, so it's like glued to your skin. Lately, I haven't been putting it all over my lash line. It's all about figuring out what eyeliner shape looks best on your individual eyes. So if you look closely, my eyes, I have a lot of eyelid fat and not a lot of space, not a lot of liner space. This little epicanthal fold, double eyelid, is not enough to put a line of liner there. I mean, it is, but it'll just end up transferring to the top of my eye. That's not pleasant. And when I put liner all over the top of my eyes, it's just too much. I feel like it makes it heavy. It makes my eyes look a little smaller. So what I do is I just wing it out. Wing it out. Just draw the wing. Watch this. Ta-da! And now it kind of looks like a continuation of this line that was already there. It took a lot of practice to get this right, but I think this is it. This is it for me and my eye shape. This is what looks good. This is what I prefer. And if you notice, this eye looks much more like shoo. I like it when it goes this way, whereas this one's just kind of like this way. But this one's shoo. It's like a nice lifted look. All right, it's not perfect, but I think it's acceptable. Now, next up, today is a lash day. So when applying lashes, make sure your hands are clean. Alcohol. If you're going to be that close to your eye, make sure it's clean. And if you reuse your lashes, make sure to disinfect those as well, because you don't want to put the previous day's grime all over your fresh face. So I actually use half lashes now. I find that they look much better on my face, and whenever I wear like the full length lashes, they just tend to get stuck on this like inner fold, just because my eyes are too small. And I cut them, but they still don't look right. Might as well just get the half lashes because they start out nice and small, whereas if you cut like a full length lash, then it's just like, you know, you're cutting it and the first lash in the starting point is just like ridiculously long because it was supposed to be the middle. And then I use this velour eyelash glue. The eyeliner that I used was eyelash glue as well. However, I don't like using that because the black just gets too messy, so I just like to put it on an eyeliner and then just have a separate glue. I don't use Duo anymore because I seem to have developed an allergy to it, but this one is a good formula. And then I put it on in a very, very specific way. I don't put it on my lash line like this because then the beginning part would be going that way. So I like to line it up more like this, like horizontal. And what ends up happening is the end of the lash, instead of sitting on my lash line, it sits on top of my eyeliner. So it's very precise. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I just skip mascara, to be honest with you, because I haven't found a mascara that just like doesn't fucking transfer and like end up all over my face at the end of the day. except for Maybelline Snapscara, but that formula dries out really, really fast. So I just haven't used mascara. Like, it's not necessary. It just keeps my eye makeup cleaner. I just kind of like to adjust it and make sure the ends are really stuck on there. I always feel really pretty with lashes on. Like, I feel like it's just that little extra, like, whoop. All right, this one might be a little more clear because I used a tad more glue, but you see the glue line is on my eyeliner instead of my lash line. Because even if I did put them snug against my lash line, even if the front of the lashes didn't go like this, the eyelashes wouldn't have like a lifted like look. It would just be droopy and it would just drag my eyes down, which is the opposite of what I want. Okay, so I used to be such an eyeshadow girl, but lately I've just been more of a lash girl. I feel like a lot of women kind of just transitioned into lash girls, like with the rise of eyelash extensions and everything, but I still prefer to glue on my eyelashes because eyelash extensions are uncomfortable to get, to have, to maintain. It's just too much for me. So I like strip lashes. Now that we're all nice and pretty with the lashes, the only thing left to do is put on lipstick. And the only thing I do with my lips is just put a little bit of lip liner on. This is lip liner from ColourPop, and it's really old and disgusting. But I spray it with alcohol. I spray it with alcohol every once in a while, okay? So no germs, no bacteria buildup for me. So remember that I am already wearing chapstick because I put on lip balm earlier. So the lip balm kind of creates a nice base for the lip liner to go on. So I just go like that. And then done. And yes, it does come off really easily, but that's why you bring it with you. A little more. Okay, so that's makeup. All right, so hair is next. Hair, this is, yeah. So I use this detangling brush. It feels much better than a regular brush. It's gentler on your hair, but keep in mind you gotta start at the bottom as well. Sometimes I just like to, and a lot of hair comes out. So I try to start from the bottom and be gentle. All right, so this is what my hair looks like after I've taken it out of the head wrap that I wear to sleep to protect my hair. It's a little bit wavy, a little bit curly, but it is still pretty much a mess. So I like to fix it up a little. I don't do anything crazy. I just kind of tame the weird poofy parts. I cut my own hair. I cut my own layers last week, and every time I do that, I'm just like, did I fuck up? Did I fuck up really bad? And then I just sit with it for a few days. I style it, you know, and look at it, and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. And then the cycle continues. Okay, so this side looks a lot more tame now. I'll be honest with you guys, you should be using heat protectant, but today I chose not to. You know why? Because I feel like sometimes my hair is too healthy and it could stand a little bit of heat damage. Like, it's too healthy in that it's too like smooth, and sometimes it doesn't hold hairstyles. So with a little bit of heat damage, it might. That logic is probably really flawed, and I should not be promoting that on the internet. However, I say use heat protectant, but I didn't. Usually I do. Alrighty, so this is how I have styled my hair. I honestly don't know how to do a blowout. I know a Brazilian blowout is the best way to style layered hair. However, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it with socks. I don't know how to do it with a hairdryer. I don't know how to do it with one of those hairdryer round brush combos. I don't know how to do it. It's really hard. I haven't really taken the time to sit down and learn. I know that, you know, if I do sit down and learn it, it's gonna take hours to do. This hairstyle takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes. It takes me turning on my hair straightener and swooping my hair this way, swooping my hair this way, swooping my hair this way, and it turns out like this. And I think it is rather socially acceptable. So how I do it is I just, on both sides of my head, I have 3 layers. So I take the first layer and I straighten it and swoop it that way. I take the second layer, I straighten it and swoop it inside. And then the third layer, I straighten it and swoop it outside. The end. That's it. Now, one thing I never really do is just straighten everything, like pin straight, because then you would be able to see all the uneven layers. But I think it's better this way when it's like a little swoopy at the end so that it blends into each other like this. Today, I have gotten ready because I have decided to film some social media content. I am going to be filming some stuff for my fitness channel, and I find that it feels better when I have makeup on my face, even though you don't need makeup to go to the gym, but it makes me feel good. And I also have a few self-tape auditions to do. My agent sent me one that requires me to maybe cut my bangs, and I've spent the past 24 hours thinking about if I would be okay cutting my bangs for a job. And I think the answer is no, because I hate bangs. I hate bangs. But yeah, I'm gonna submit that audition anyway because that's not the only role available. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. That's pretty much it for this Get Ready With Me.